Now, what do you expect from a brand that's planning to make a huge comeback? Well, here's Motorola's Vivid Magenta Edge 30 Fusion. And let's see what you need to know about this cool gadget. The phone maker's return to the world of flagship devices will get a push from this little guy. Now, this is huge news from Motorola, and it's fun. The most amazing thing and highlighting part is its color. First, I'm not a huge fan of pink. Not many would be. But this color is literally eye-catching. The Motorola Edge 30 Fusion strikes me as the company's premium mid-range device that, at the very least, excels in terms of design, display, and performance. Moreover, the phone offers a simple, basic UI. However, you might have to compensate for mediocre battery life and restricted RAM and storage. But keep this in mind. The Motorola Edge 30 Fusion has a beautiful design, and I'm sure you will love it too. The phone is flashy, fashionable, and looks expensive. To show that pricey feel, the phone has a glass sandwich construction, a curved screen, coming glass 5 protection on both sides, and a matte finish around the back. The latter also offers a silky texture that feels fantastic in hand and deters fingerprints and smudges. The phone's sandblasted aluminum frame boasts sharp cutouts that provide a firm hold on the device. Additionally, the device is light and thin. The Edge 30 Fusion weighs only 175 grams and has a thickness of only 7.5 millimeters. So yeah, it is easy to handle because of this. However, most people out there thought that the weight distribution of the phone was a little strange. The bottom of the phone has a slight weight to it. However, the phone doesn't creak or flex and seems sturdy. The phone also has an IP52 certification, which grants it some degree of protection from splashes and dust. I would say more confidence. Cosmic Gray and Solar Gold are two of the color possibilities for the Motorola Edge 30 Fusion. On the top left of the rear panel, the device has a rectangular camera island with a dual-tone finish, triple sensors, an LED flash, and writing that reads 50MP OIS 2.0 micron ultra pixel can all be found on the island. The phone boasts an in-display fingerprint reader, while the SIM tray, speaker grill, and USB Type-C connector are all located along the bottom edge. On the right side of the phone, the volume rocker and power button are located. However, because of the frame, these buttons are rather narrow and difficult to press correctly. The absence of touch input from the buttons also detracts from the overall experience. At least the power button has texture, making it simple to recognize by feel. Let's take a look at the display specs. The 6.5-inch POLED always-on display and the Motorola Edge 30 Fusion features a 144Hz refresh rate, FHD Plus resolution, 1100 nits of maximum brightness, 360Hz touch sampling rate, and compatibility with HDR10+. Thanks to Widevine L1 certification, the device also supports FHD Plus as the highest playback resolution from OTT services like Netflix, so you don't have to worry about that. Regarding quality, the panel has superb color calibration, a decent contrast ratio, and excellent viewing angles. HDR material looks fantastic on the monitor as well. It also has choices for an attentive display, a peak display, and edge lights, and it becomes bright enough for outdoor visibility even in direct sunshine. Calls, notifications, charging, and warnings, all of that stuff can eliminate the screen's borders. You can disable this function from the settings if you don't like it. I kinda like it though. Despite this, there's little you can do to prevent inadvertent touches to the screen's curved edges. In addition, the display has buttery smooth motion and is incredibly responsive. All credit goes to the 144Hz refresh rate. Speaking of refresh rate, the Motorola Edge 30 Fusion offers a variety of refresh rates in addition to 144Hz and 60Hz, which can both be locked in. The phone has 90Hz and 120Hz modes, but only the auto option is accessible in those, which employs AI to dynamically modify the refresh rate based on the material displayed on the screen. Despite how fantastic that may seem, no matter whatever game I played, the function would remain the refresh rate frozen at 60Hz. For a better gaming experience on the Edge 30 Fusion, you must manually change the refresh rate of the screen to 144Hz in order to render the game at considerably above 60 frames per second. The 144Hz refresh rate screen is well supported by the chipset of the Motorola Edge 30 Fusion. For those who are unaware, The phone has an X-flagship Qualcomm Snapdragon 888 Plus SoC, which continues to perform admirably even 1 year later. The SoC provided quick performance, quickly loaded programs, and handles multitasking well. Even gaming was handled rather nicely. While playing graphically demanding games like PUBG New State, the phone did not stutter or display any symptoms of weakness. With HDR visuals and max frame rate, you will be able to play a few games of PUBG New State without any frame drops or freezing. Although you can notice some heating concerns, the performance of the Motorola Edge 30 Fusion never really suffered. In terms of benchmark results, the device performed better than some of its rivals, such as the iQ009, which is powered by a Snapdragon 888 Plus SoC. Moving on, the device is only available in a single configuration with 8GB of RAM and 128GB of internal storage, neither of which can be expanded by the user. For many people, this might be a deal breaker. The Motorola Edge 30 Fusion has 3 rear cameras, a 50-megapixel OmniVision main unit with optical image stabilization, a 13-megapixel ultra-wide unit, and a 2-megapixel depth sensor. Starting with the primary 50-megapixel sensor processes photographs quickly and captures plenty of details and accurate color. The sensor is supported by HDR, which does a good job of keeping highlights and avoiding overexposure. However, when you zoom in on the image or watch it on a large screen, like on a laptop or TV, you can find the contrast levels to be a little on the low side and the finer detail to be slightly washed out. The latter can be considerably reduced by utilizing the Pro mode, which allows you to take pictures with a real 50-megapixel resolution rather than the 12.5-megapixel resolution that is used by default after pixel binning. But it is not worthwhile. Even while the phone's 13-megapixel ultra-wide sensor is not as good as the main sensor, it still does the job. The Motorola Edge 30 Fusion comes pre-installed with Android 12 as its operating system. Although the phone runs Motorola's own skin MyUX on top, this has no impact on the user experience. The phone still has a more basic Android-like UI and has no bloatware at all. Yes, you heard it right. Zero bloatware. It also supports all Motorola gestures, such as the 2 karate chops to switch on and off the flash, the twist to open the camera app, the swipe to split the screen, the double tap to wake the screen, and the 3-finger screenshot. Additionally, the phone is eligible for 3 years of software maintenance and 2 significant Android upgrades. On the Edge 30 Fusion, Motorola is also rumored to be providing ThinkShield and Moto Strongbox, which are additional hardware-based security measures, so you kinda get the extras. Coming to the powerhouse, the 4400 mAh battery within the Motorola Edge 30 Fusion can be quickly charged at 68 watts. They are capable of recharging a dead battery in just under an hour, and you'll be able to use the phone casually for the entire day with 20 to 30% of the battery left. For a gadget with 144 Hz refresh rate always on display, this feels a little less satisfying. The Motorola smartphone is quickly unlocked via its in-display fingerprint sensor. With compatibility for both SA and NSA 5G networks, the phone is also future-proof, so this looks promising too. Ultimately, getting to the "should you buy it" question, the Motorola Edge 30 Fusion is a worthwhile purchase if you enjoy the attractive design combined with top-notch hardware. Undoubtedly, the phone needs improvement in a number of areas, like its battery life, skin tones, and improper touches on the curved screen. It also lacks the option for expanded storage. The Motorola Edge 30 Fusion, however, is a powerful handset that can compete with its rivals on price and functionality. The phone can withstand virtually everything and yet appear stylish. The phone also features a dependable camera arrangement, a stunning screen, a quick charging method, and powerful stereo speakers. Moreover, the software of the device is more similar to stock Android and qualifies for 2 years of OS upgrades. Therefore, the Motorola Edge 30 Fusion is a good choice if you're seeking a high-end, mid-range gadget. And as we said in the beginning, this is a huge step for a company that's trying to make a huge comeback to the market. So what do you guys think? Do tell us in the comments section below. Anyways, this isn't the end of the story. More exciting stuff will be released in the following days, and we will bring you the best of it. That's all we have for today. We'll meet up again at the next one.